Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on Boulder Canyon. I am going to go and put this one away. We're going to wash it off first, then we're going to put it away in the shed. I might actually go and repair it as well, but there is something else that we need to do. Something quite important. It's something that I have been reminded of a number of times now, and I keep forgetting, and today I have actually remembered what it is. I wrote it on a post-it note, and through an absolute miracle, I didn't lose the post-it note. I've still got it. It's still next to me on my desk. Well, in front of me on my desk. It's right there under my nose, so I cannot possibly forget. So we're going to put that one right there, like that, and I'm going to trot round here like this, and I'm going to repair that tractor there, and then I'm going to repair... Oh, that one actually did need quite a bit of repairing. I'm going to go back to here, I'm going to go to customize like this, and now the configuration standard is there. Sometimes you get vehicles that... Right, no, that one hasn't. The front... Oh, yeah, it does. It does sometimes. Like this one here, it goes to standard things on it. Now, it's supposed to have already... It had a console on it. It had that one, the Allo console. I have had a request a number of times now to put the Stoll console on there, because that is the proper one. That's the one that should be on there. And I haven't done it yet. And now, finally, I'm actually remembering to do it. So if I do that one there, you've got that bit like that, hydraulic connection. Then you've got this one here, which is the Allo console. And it's got that bit in there. And then if we go to this one, this is nothing. And then I go to that one. It doesn't have anything in there. But that is the Stoll console on there. So I'm going to do that. Customize onto the Stoll console. Actually, no. Wheel setup. I think I had wide tires. Customize. Oh, no. No, I had standard tires. Right, customize. Because that's 0. There we go. We've now got the Stoll console on there rather than the other one. This has been requested for many, many weeks now, and I hadn't done it, and I kept saying, yes, I'll do it, yes, I'll do it, yes, I'll do it, and finally, I have actually remembered to do it. So there we go. I'm turning over a new leaf now, and I'm starting to do new things. One of those new things that I'm starting to do is actually remembering the things that I've said that I'm going to do, and then doing them. Like, and not only am I remembering the things, I'm actually going on and actually doing the things, which is nothing short of miracle. I'm sure many of you will agree. It is nothing short of a minor miracle. Now, I'm going to get that fertilizer spreader on there, and we're going to go off into the field over here, and we're going to start spreading some fertilizer on this field right here. So I'm going to come up like this. And I should, in theory, be able to fertilize this field. We've got this half of the field to do. So we're going to drive around. Now, it does have the lines all over the field from where we were using the Bruks. Is it the Bruks? Not the wood chipper, the stump grinder. Where we were using our stump grinder and clearing all the stumps out. Because it also mulches the grass, anywhere that you've done that with the fully grown grass, it actually, then when you go over and plow it, it leaves it as a line of material that has got fertilizer on it. So it sort of remembers it and fertilizes the ground, which is quite cool. So we've now got these bits that are already fertilized, and then we're just kind of going along and filling in the bits that don't previously have fertilizer, but do need it now. So if I'm going to take this one all the way around up the top. We'll have a look at the map in a minute so you can see that again. And I just want to keep the tractor moving. So if I keep the tractor moving until we've done our round around the outside, then we can take a little peek at what it looks like afterwards. And everything should have all been covered in fertilizer. I'm going to just keep going along the top here. I'll stop spreading in a minute, but then we've got that little section over the other side that we've also done. That also needs a bit of fertilizer. This bit right in front of us is not going to, because this bit has already been done. Right, that's got enough coats on it, so I don't need to spread fertilizer on that bit. But the new bit over here, which is kind of difficult to outline and decide where it all is, but there, we can just see now where there's fertilizer being spread. That bit does want a bit on there. So I will spread right over to the edge over here, and then turn round and spread again going back this way. That should cover everything on the little bit up there that needs fertilizer. Like that. And then I can come along over this way. Bring that round, and it's right here. It's kind of a line down here, although it's a little bit difficult for me to see where the edge of the line is coming down through here. Not that it really matters. It's not going to make a huge amount of difference to the fertilizer spreader going over the field. It might make a little bit of a difference around the stone if I don't leave enough of a gap for it to sort of work its way back through on. I think the rest of it is alright. I think I can just run straight down across. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me just stop there. I do need to have a look on the map here. Fruit type growth. Okay. I did wonder if there's any along there. Look, so you can see all the lines where we've been going with our stump grinder. Yeah, all the lines all the way across it. Who was it? I think it was Smoodelini, actually. It was saying that it was a Jackson Pollock. Now, I've heard of Jackson Pollock, but I wouldn't be able to identify any of his art. I've just heard of an artist called Jackson Pollock. I'm assuming he's an abstract, is some form of abstract artist, given the nature of the field and what Smudo was saying is a Jackson Pollock painting. So I can only assume that he does abstract stuff, and therefore our field is quite famous. People will come from far and wide and pay lots of money just to see our field, which I think is a good thing. You know, we really should embrace culture and the arts. I feel it's essential. I do. I really feel it's essential, especially when embracing such culture and arts results in us being paid large sums of money for people to come and see them. Then I'm all for embracing culture and art. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing and should be fully embraced. It absolutely should be. Now, I got 600 litres of fertilizer left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down here and I'm going to refill. Then we're going to go up to the top of the field and we're going to set the hired help going up there. And the hired help is going to do a little bit of work for us. So let's back you up there, like that. And lower, open, and refill like that. And then off we go. I won't spread fertilizer going up to the top. I'm just going to drive straight up to the top of the field as fast as we can, and we will start the hired help working up there. So if the hired help can do most of this work, I feel that would be a better thing. And also, if I run along sort of at an angle like this, it's less of a struggle for the engine, and we should be able to get right to the very top of the field just that tiny little bit faster, which would be nice. And I can see over there roughly where I want to go. And I'm just trying to think, how far out do I want to go with it? I think we go to about here, like that, and I press H on there. It might leave a little tiny bit of a triangle there, but it's not going to be much. And then that should go straight across. There we go. It should be in a nice straight line going across there. I don't know if it's going to go all the way across. No, it's not. It's only going to go part way on this little bit, so we'll let it come out there. But then what I also need to do is it's not going to go right the way over there, but it should drive forward now until it reaches a full spreader width. So long as it's not a full spreader width just on that bit, it will go over and it will also take in the... It is a full spreader width right on that bit. That surprises me. I thought it would have gone a little bit further than that. Oh no. Right, so that's not a full spreader width at all. So, oh, I know why it's done it. I'm pretty sure I know why it's done it. It's because of the little lines all over the field. So I know I'm angling it back a little bit over here. I'm doing that quite deliberately so that we don't have anything go horribly wrong and miss anything. That would be a disaster. I don't want to miss anything at all. And bring it back to there. Right, it's saying already completed. You just got to get it close to the edge of where it wants to go. There we go. Help us see. There's another little bit that couldn't be completed. And it's doing the same right there, but I've actually drifted a little bit too much. So I could bring it back over this way a bit more. And we could try doing that again. We'll bring it to there. And we'll try running that again. Yeah, it's still not entirely wonderful, is it? So I will switch that one off. And then I'll let the... I'm not letting the hired help do it. I'm just letting my own help do it. And then I bring out to there. And again, it's only a little tiny bit. I drifted over a bit too much on that one. That's all right, because we'll let it... It'll go up here, and then it will turn around, and then it will start doing straight lines all the way across. Just that little bit where it sort of dips in up against the road there. It's messed it up a little tiny bit. Not much. Just a little tiny bit of a mess where you're trying to get in to get that bit there. But, I mean, we'll get used to that as time progresses. Just need that to travel down across the field, and then we're done. That is that field completely ready. The only thing that I haven't got ready yet is I want to go to there. And we are on that growth? No. We're on the second growth stage for the grass. I want it to go all the way up to the fully harvestable stage. That would be ideal if we can have it up to there. You're not supposed to stop. Oh, it's because, yeah, the lines are going to make this a little bit tricky. It is going to struggle a little bit sometimes with these lines, especially where they're sort of straight like that. It's going to say, actually, don't need to do any more than that, and then it's going to turn around. It's not going to do it properly. Hopefully, there won't be too much of that going on. Hopefully, it will work out all right. And it will work its way right the way down across the field. Anyway, that one can stay there, and that one can carry on doing that bit. And what I want to do... What do I want to do? I think to start with, we can clear a few more of these trees here. We've got a patch of trees right here on this little bit. Yeah? We've got 190,000, so we can actually go into the animal pens bit. The large cow pasture is too big, but I've got a small cattle pen that I can at least line up and get a rough idea. Same with the pig pen, because the pig pen is slightly... It's just longer in one direction. That's all we need to really worry about. So the pig pen is going to be the one that's going to come over to here. So I want to get rid of those trees around that area. And then the cattle pen is the one that's going to be coming over here. This one... Right, that one is rotating. It's not like rotating partly. I wonder if I can make it rotate. No, I can't. That one only rotates on a square, is it? Is that for a reason? Apparently it's not going to rotate any other way. It is just going to rotate like that. So we've got to have that one on a square line. The sheep pen will go any which way, but this one doesn't seem to like that idea. Ooh! I wonder if that is because of the manure that comes off of it. Pig enclosure. The pig pen is the same. It's because of the pile for the manure that comes out of it. It's only got like so many directions that it can face without causing any issues. So it's got to be in a dead straight line. Now, obviously, we can put this down here like that, but then it will need to extend out a bit. Right, the bigger cow, the bigger pasture takes up more space sideways, so it will come back towards us. So I think if I put it here, it'll start off there. We'll have the water. The water is not going to be a problem. I'm going to use a water pump for that. And then it extends out over to about that far. That's kind of the distance that we're traveling with it. I'm going to end up digging into the bank up there in order to place it. I mean, actually, I'll be bringing it down here, so we're not going to be digging so far into the bank, I think. That might be better. If this one was sort of put here like that, and then extended, it'll extend out over that way. That might be the better position for it. I mean, we could... I don't want to have the feeding area over the other side. So it would be here. See, that way round would be better. That would work out better for us, because the feeding area is still in front. That extends it out over that way a bit. And that there, we've got plenty of room then to put things down. And the hay and straw stuff, that can be moved. So we've got plenty of room for this one. So then the pig paddock, pig pen, that one we'll be putting in over here somewhere. And that will extend out to the side of that one a little bit. So it's this collection of trees that we want to remove right here. If we have a look, it's those sort of going around there. I'm facing in roughly the right direction for this. I want to start by moving in here and getting this. Somebody did say that I might fare better by just tweaking my settings on here, and they said which settings. I got the twist on the joystick to this at the moment, and it was recommended that I should put the twist to doing this bit. So that's what I'm going to change it to a minute. I think that might work out alright. So I've changed it round now, so I've got my twist on that bit, and I've got the actual joystick movement on that bit. This is what was recommended by someone. They said that you might get on better with it. I'm really sorry that I don't remember who it was that recommended it. But I'm doing it. I'm trying this out. And at the moment, I'm already thinking that I might get accustomed to this a little bit faster. Is that what the actual controls are in the cab of the machine? Is that what this is all about? I'm not quite sure. They said that the correct way to do it was like that. So I don't know if it's to do with the correct controls. As you can see there, he's using forward and back for me. And then I twist and he's using an forward and back again on the other joystick that he's got. And then I do that, and he's also got a twist movement going on. It's actually very, very cool. I like that he's doing the controls as well. That is quite an awesome little thing. I have seen them doing the foot controls with the different things, but I didn't actually pay any attention to whether or not they did other controls as well. So it's actually quite a cool little detail that they do that. Now, I want to bring that one in. I'm going to get that tree right in front of me. You out over like that. There. There we go. Oops. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. It still worked, but I didn't actually mean to do it. That was a little bit of an error on my part. Now, I got 3 trees over there. I got another one of these more difficult trees. And it's not that they're more difficult to grab. It's just because they're more difficult to see what you're doing with them. So you can't... let's move that in a bit like that. There we go. Right. Yeah, it's more difficult to see what you're doing with those things. So I want to chop that one off like that, and then I'm going to back it over this way, and then I'm going to start slicing it up. We'll go and check on our fertilizer spreader. He's only got 27% left in the spreader at the moment, so he's going to be running out soon. We may have to get another load on him. I see he's not actually that far away from us. He's gone way over there. He's come a ways down across the field there. He's actually seeming to do all right. Like, we've got another little line up here. This is that constant line that I've said about before. Let me go over to the tractor a minute. There we go. There is our hired help working away. If we leave a little tiny patch at this end of the field now after this, I don't care. I don't think it really matters. It's not going to make a huge difference. They did turn around in the wrong place there. I don't think that's anything to do with stumps. I actually did enable the dev commands and the developer console bit, and then I was able to press F4 so that I could see the wire mesh, and I didn't see any stumps anywhere. I looked with the wire mesh and I didn't see any stumps. I've gone and disabled it again because all of the commands and controls for it, right, this bit here, all of the commands and controls for it, they actually use all the same hotkeys as my recording software, and I don't want to change the hotkeys for my recording software because I've got them set so that they don't interfere with any games that I play, and changing them on one means that I have to go and change things on other games as well, some of which I use other keys that would potentially be hotkeys. So I decided against it because they use a lot of the F keys, and the F keys are what I use for my controlling my recording software. So yeah, I've decided not to actually have it, but I did have the wire mesh thing on, and I was able to take a little look at it, sort of see what was going on with the tree stumps. I have now checked across everything up there, and I can see no sign of any tree stumps here. I'm not going to bother with that little bit. It's only a small bit. It's not going to make a big difference. Lime doesn't affect grass yields, or at least, well, it definitely doesn't affect grass yields on the base game. We know that much. You, I will repair like that. And I'm just going to leave that one where it is for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to this bad boy over here, and we are going to do a few more of those trees over that side. And then we'll have some more trees that we can sell. I will be fast forwarding time again, but I'd actually like to get rid of a few more of these, and then I suppose really we don't have to get rid of them immediately because I've got room for the cows. Alright, I tell you what, I will get rid of 3 trees. I'll get rid of 3 trees. We can load up the trees in the ones that we've cut. We can load them up into the timber runner, and we can start doing some stuff like that. So let's bring you down like that and swing you around. Is that right? Right, put that one onto there like that and drop it down a little bit lower like that, and then haul you round. And then there's one more tree here that I'm going to chop up. Then we can get timber runner, we can load up these few logs that we've got, and we can also get the stump grinder, and we can go around and we can just grind up the few stumps that are here. And then once we've done all of that, we can skip forward until actually I think we just need to skip forward until we're ready to start harvesting again. And in particular, I want to be able to not just do the oats in the field, I would also like to be able to do the grass cutting as well. So I'm definitely going to wait until I've got both of them ready. So the grass is going to be on the second cutting stage, and I will be using the mower and baler all joined together method for the first time that we do this. I may not after that. After that one time, we may start doing it with the more traditional methods, and I might just get a bigger vehicle to do it with. So let's just shut that one off there. Not bigger vehicle, a bigger set of mowers. So I just set the hired help going and do all of it with the hired help rather than what I've been doing, which is, well, still having the hired help do it. It's just that I've been doing it differently. We're also going to, most likely, why am I getting into you? I don't want you. Most likely we're going to be doing hay. We will, well, I was thinking bulk storage for everything. Like we go with the whole bulk storage situation rather than doing hay and stuff as bales. Although hay I suppose we could do with bales, and then just get a silage fermenter, so we put loose grass into the silage fermenter rather than doing it the way that we've been doing it, which is in bales. Because the sheer number of bales that we're going to have means that the wrapping bit is going to take absolutely ages. And yes, I know it's a hardcore series, but I still don't necessarily want it to take forever and a year in order to be able to do anything. I don't think that that is actually necessary or beneficial in any way. Now, I'm going to bring you up to there, and I'm going to swap the side that it's loading, and I've also swapped the position it will drop the logs for a minute. Go forward a bit and get that log right there. Then swap sides again and keep loading. So it's going to load up those bits right there. And then we can move on forward. I'm switching it off and on, and I did forget, so we will put the timescale to 60 just for a little bit, just to make up for the bit that I forgot. Like that. I'm going to back that one up a little bit, and I'm going to start it again, and it will grab that one. And then we will go forward a bit, and we'll grab this little pile right here. No, we won't. Go forward a bit more and grab it. Which means we need to go forward a bit more. Does not want me to get those logs, does it? Right, it really does dislike me getting some of the logs sometimes. Okay, there I have now got... I've put it back onto 30 times speed, and we'll leave it on 30 times speed. How many logs have I got? I haven't got that many logs left now. There's that one there, and then there's a few over this side. Yes, we have got more that we will be picking up. We'll come back through and we'll do another little session of chopping the logs down. But we haven't really got many left to do. Well, we haven't got many left to do at all, actually. Like we've got there are a few here that still need to be done, but most of the logs have now been dealt with. Like we really have got hardly any timber cutting left at all. What has been suggested as one means of... Hang on, let me just slow that back. That's going to be on 5 times speed. What has been suggested as one means of sort of generating a little bit of cash is to have a good session and clear the rest of the trees. Now, unfortunately, that would mean having to go all the way back up there. There's an easier way to see this. We want to go to decoration like that and take a sandcastle. And here. Right. That would mean removing all of these trees. But I'm not... Wow. Okay, it's very laggy on here at the moment. Why it's quite so laggy is probably because I haven't actually been over to this side, but... That's getting some lag jumps in there. Oh well. Yeah, it's... Someone has suggested that I take all of these trees out and then sell the tree harvester because I'm not going to be using it again. I don't think we'd need to do that. To be honest, I think we could get away with, like, clearing the trees along that bit there. Clean that section there of trees. And then come back round and clear, like, another big patch over here. It would end up being maybe 2.5 lorry loads in total. Clear all of those trees out. Perhaps clear right over to the road over here, just between these two rocks. You've got that one there, so clean this line right here up through. And then sell the tree harvester. Get rid of it completely. Say fare thee well to the tree harvester and not do any more with it. That would be it for tree felling. But what that would do is that would free up about $250,000. I'm not sure how much exactly we would get for selling it, because we would take it back. We would transport it back. Probably, I would guess that would go up to about 280,000, because you do get more when you take it right back to the dealership, don't you? So we could be looking at $280,000 just for getting that one back. Now, 280 grand is not to be sniffed at. So this is something that I'm seriously considering. We do this harvest. Right, we'll have this harvest and we'll have the bales going, sort of getting underway as well. At the same time, we can be chopping down more trees. Once we've chopped down all the trees that we think that we want to get rid of, it might be time to retire the old Scorpion. And if we do that, there's $250,000 coming straight in that we can put straight into cattle, and then we're able to start selling milk and stuff from cattle. And we've also got the ability then to gain pigs and start fattening up pigs, and we've got the gains from the cattle as well. You know, they're starting to breed, and we can really start pushing that forward. So I think that's a really good idea. I think that is an absolutely fantastic idea. And I think that we will start working through towards that, because we're really not going to need that much more space, are we? The biggest problem that we're going to have now is actually staying on top of feed for the animals that we're going to be getting, right? That is going to be the single biggest problem that we're going to have, is being able to feed them all. I just want to come forward a little bit more so I can catch that one. And there's another 90. So we're $14,700 from that little lot. So all another little bit into the kitty. So we're up to $207,000. I was thinking cattle first, because they're the slowest ones for breeding rate. Then if we get some of them in a pen, and so we get $300,000 for the cattle pen, and then we get some cows there, we've at least made a start, right? Then they can start reproducing, and we can start increasing the numbers that we've got. But obviously it's going to take a little bit of time to do that. It will take a minute or two. I'm going to start fast-forwarding time now. I'm thinking we will be cutting some of those trees down while we're busy doing this next harvest, and we're busy doing the mowing up there on that field. So we're not in any tearing hurry for it right this second. I'll bring you to a halt here. You can stop right there. The only other thing that I want to do today is go and get our other tractor, which is over there on that trailer, and I want to put the stump grinder on it so that we can start clearing a few of the stumps. I haven't actually got very much time left for today's episode, so I'm literally just going to be doing a couple of bits with it. I'm going to bring the trailer and I'm going to put it over here. That stock trailer, I don't think we're going to need that one again, because we've moved everything that we wanted to move with it, and now it's unlikely that I will get a second sheep pen. I will probably just stick with the one sheep pen. It would be, like, another sheep pen would be a pretty good source of cash. There's no denying that, but at the moment I'm thinking we probably won't, just because of space. I think it would be a little bit better for us if we didn't worry too much about a second sheep pen, and we just go for the pigs and the cattle. Get those done, and we haven't got to worry about them anymore. So let's bring you up this way and start cutting off some of these. There's one. There's a few of them right here that we want to do so that we're not in the way of that lot over there anymore. Like that. Hopefully all of these will be chopped off properly. I mean, not that it's actually going to matter, because hired help is not going to affect these down here at all, is it? So it's only just we want to make sure that they're moved out of the way for us, and that's all we need to concern ourselves with. I've got 2 more stumps here that I want to take out. Like that. We're going along fairly slowly, so it will just bring them down like that. There is no more up there. I've got this bit here that I'm sitting on, which is a little bit of a nuisance. That one is levering us up into the air, so we're going to need to try and stop that from moving. Oh, is that going to get it? There we go. Right, we have managed to actually pick that one up. There, excellent. Now I can come back down here and I can get some more of these. It is 7 o'clock in the evening. If I just take these 2 stumps here, then we can... That'll be it for today's episode. Tomorrow's episode, we will hopefully get... Well, we will. We will start doing the harvest, and we'll be able to start working on some more stuff as well. We've got rid of a few stumps from up here. I won't worry about any more stumps for now, so that one can stop. Like that, and I can shut that tractor off there as well, and then I'm going to just bring that down like that. So there we go. That is ready for tomorrow. Okay, so anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please hit down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.